Hey guys, welcome back to Chris's Coop. I am Chris, and today I have a knife review for you, which will be the Microtech Combat Troodon. So this knife is from Microtech. It's a OTF out the front automatic. And to be honest, it's a really great knife. I've carried it a few times and I really enjoy it. To be honest, I think the price point on this is a little bit high for what it is. Right now, I think you can get something like this for around 500, 450 to 550 range, maybe. I could be incorrect on that. But yeah, that is sort of, I think, where the price point is on this particular model. I have mine in the Tonto blade style, this little split curve right here. They do make one in a standard drop point blade, and I think a few other blade styles as well, with like half serrations and different coatings and things like that. And of course they do make limited edition combat Troodons. Like they made a John Wick special one and a whole set which went for over $1,000, maybe even $2,000. So if you're a collector and into stuff like that, it is really cool. The best way I can describe this knife is basically a bigger Microtech Ultratech. Now the Ultratech is just a smaller version. I'll actually put another video on the Ultratech. But in terms of reviewing this knife, it is a really great tool. The action on it requires very little effort, which I do like. The Ultratech, since it is a smaller knife and there's a little bit more tension on that spring, it is harder to push out and pull in, which is alright. I don't really mind it. I do have bigger hands because I'm a bigger guy, so having this really big handle and this big blade helps me out a lot. It's really comfortable to use. It is obviously a little bit heavier than an Ultratech, but that comes with it. It really is a great knife. Let me get a piece of paper out here. I'll do a paper cut test on it. Got a note card today. I mean, basically it just goes right through it like butter. I mean, you really can't go wrong with Microtech. Another thing I do like, and this is with all Microtech products, is their lifetime warranty, similar to Benchmade, and I'm sure a few other brands do it as well. But basically, if anything goes wrong, whether it be with the action, you need to get it sharpened or maintenance or whatever, there is a no questions asked policy. So you send it in based off what I know. They do whatever work there is to be done to it, and they send it back to you. You might need to cover the cost for shipping or mailing, but I mean, I think that's really all that they charge if it didn't have to do with any user error. Obviously, if the blade is broken in half because you're using like a pry bar or you were really abusing the knife and they can tell, I'm not sure if they can fix it or they might charge you money to fix it. But yeah, so overall, it's a really great little blade. I would recommend it if you have the money. If you're looking for a really good OTF in the $500 to $600 range, I would say that this is the best way to go. Microtech makes the industry standard for OTF knives. I mean, I've had a Benchmade and it failed after using it 30 times, which for an OTF, that's pretty bad. That's like right on par with like a truck stop gas station knife. But I do really like it. In terms of this, you do get a really nice glass breaker. I know glass breakers are also seen as something that are kind of tacky with knives. You know, a lot of tourist shop knives, gas station knives, they have a cheap little glass breaker on the end of them. And there have been multiple tests on YouTube with them, and they do not work that well. All it is a piece of stamped metal. What is nice about this, and also the Ultratech, the smaller model, is they have this little metal bead in here. So if you were to really use this against a piece of glass, it would shatter it a lot more effectively. So yeah, that's really nice. The clip, I think this, yeah, so it is an ambidextrous clip. You can put it on the other side of the knife as well if you're right or left-handed. Tip down carry, so it would sit like that in your pocket. But in terms of knives I've carried inside my pockets, this is probably one of the most comfortable clips I've seen. With this little bead on the end, it just fits on there really smoothly compared to just a standard metal clip where, you know, it can damage the fabric of your pants or it's hard to get in and out of your pants, things like that. I do really like this one. Another cool thing with these, and I think the Ultratechs do as well, is they have a date on the pocket clip. So this one was made 06 of 2024, which is pretty cool. So that's about a year ago at the time this video is being made. But yeah, that's really cool. So I do like the fact that they date it. It lets you know when it's being made. I'm sure you can, like with Benchmade's or any other knife company, you can search up the serial number on your knife and they'll tell you when it's made. But I think it's cool how they just have it right there with Microtech's. To be honest, when I first picked up this knife in a showcase it was in, one thing I did not like was the fact that it had been touched by other people. This was the last one that they had, but it was hard to find at the time. I bought this about 6 months ago at this point, so probably February of 2025. But yeah, I mean, it has seen some use before me in terms of just opening and closing it, but it works. I mean, I haven't had any issues with it yet, no misfires whatsoever. I mean, you can do this over and over with it and it'll keep working. So yeah, that's what's really nice about it. So in terms of this review, that is the Microtech Combat Troodon with a Tonto blade. And let me see if I can actually find the blade steel on here really quick. M390. It is M390. So M390 steel. Very durable steel. Yep. So that is all I have to review for this video. So thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.